Hello everyone, it's Miss Heather with Reflecting Inward Life Coaching again. And today's video is on the topic of the power of belief. Simply believing in something has great power. If we live our lives believing the world is scary and that we should be afraid of making decisions or taking chances for fear of failure, our bodies chemically and physiologically change and malfunction. Cortisol, which is a stress hormone, is present more often and can be passed down to offspring through the uterus, in utero, which can cause even more stress, anxiety, and neuroticism in their lives as well. On the other hand, there have been instances of individuals who have gone from stage 4 cancers to completely healed through a healthy diet and meditation, i.e. positive thought, with no other medical explanation. Our bodies believe the things that we tell them in our minds. Positive psychology is a fairly new branch of psychology, but its effects have been miraculous when practiced. Entire school systems are using it in Australia to fight the social and emotional pandemic that has been thrust on our children today, even before COVID ever affected us. As a school teacher and a life coach, I frequently interact with individuals who have a mindset that they can't do X or Y, and that Z will just never happen for me. I once had a student who lamented over and over that he was going to fail a test that was coming up. And I encouraged him to think about what he did understand and to believe that he was capable of understanding even more. But his laments just became louder and more frequent. Finally, I said to him, if you believe that you're going to fail, you will. What would happen if you believed that you might be able to pass? And then I walked away and I let him think about it. Another student was getting involved in some gang-affiliated behaviors, and he was the oldest child in his family. He was smart. He was well beyond his years in maturity in many ways. And I approached him one day and told him that he had many great qualities. And I even listed some of the things I saw in him. And I told him that if he made good choices and he believed in himself, I could completely see him being the first Hispanic president of the United States someday. And when I said this, a huge smile broke out across his face. He had a glimmer of just absolute thrilling joy. And then he looked away and his smile just faded. And I could practically see the negative thoughts fighting what I had just said, and which I believed wholeheartedly. I watched the negative beliefs that had been habitually put in his head for so long in his life fight truth. We are in a war, but the war is not a physical war, at least the one that all of us are experiencing. It's a social, emotional, and mental war that is infiltrating our minds and our bodies and is being passed down from generation to generation. It's a war that only can be won if we individually want to win it and fight for it ourselves. No one else is going to fight this war for us, but reflecting inward can help. And it starts with what you choose to believe and what you choose to put your energy into. Let your energy go into positive thoughts and feelings. Choose to see the possibility of the possibility of positive outcomes. And we'll learn how to do this together. It's a process. It's not something that happens in one day, one done, my life is fixed. It's something that takes experience, it takes growth, it takes new habits. So this process is a slow habitual process. But going to our website, www.reflectinginward.org, and clicking on free resources and going through the recommended activities in the order presented can help you step by step get to where you can have the success and meet the goals that you want in your life personally. So I always like to add what you can do, an action step to help you build this strength to get you to where you want to be. So what you can do is, 1, choose to see the good things that happen today and throughout this week. Instead of focusing on all the negative things and the bad things, actively look around and see good things and record those good things in your journal, along with 2, the things that you're grateful for. So throughout this week, good things and things that you're grateful for. For more on this topic, you can see the free resources titled A Growth Mindset and Why Reflect Inward in our free resources at www.reflectinginward.org. And if you have any suggestions for future topics or videos, please post them down in the comments box and we'll go ahead and make a video based upon what you're wanting. Questions and free one-on-one coaching sessions can be scheduled through email at ms.heather@reflectinginward.org. Thanks again for joining me, and I look forward to hearing from you and to our future successes together. Have a great day.